Jaret Goes to the Movies is a free podcast made possible by Rich's lack of a social life, as well as our amazing supporters. For as little as $1 a month, you can access tons of extra content each week. Visit jaretgoestothemovies.com and click Support Us. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jaret Reddick. And this is a podcast. Jaret Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jaret Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
She had a good job. Turned into a great career.
Now that means she had to move here.
You're very fast, Argyle.
Why'd you come with her, man? What's up?
Because I'm a New York cop. I got a 6-month backlog of New York scumbags I'm still trying to put behind bars. I can't just pick up and go that easy.
In other words, you thought she wasn't gonna make it out here, and she'd come crawling up back to you, so why bother to pack, right?
Like I said, you're very fast, Argyle.
You mind if we hear some tunes?
Hey, that'll work. You got any Christmas music?
This is Christmas music.
It's almost like this podcast. It's like, let's do a Christmas movie. And here we are. Doing freaking Die Hard. Apparently, it's so many people's favorite Christmas movie. It's not even funny. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jaret. This is a podcast. It's called Jaret Goes to the Movies. You may know that already because there's a real deep voice guy that tells you, and then I tell you in the theme song, and then I'm telling you again right now. You've heard it over and over to this point. You're
repetition.
to Jaret Goes to the Movies. Let's welcome with me, as always, is my good friend Rich.
I like you more than a friend.
Rich is you're bulking up already. I can see that you've worked out with the trainer. How many times? One
day.
Yeah. And I can tell already, for reals.
Yeah, of course.
How'd it go first day?
I almost died.
Yeah.
I literally halfway through got dizzy, had to sit down. Mm-hmm. He thought I was done. He thought I wasn't going to pull through.
Yeah.
I actually took a minute, got back up, finished the entire routine. He was very proud of me.
It's good for you. So he's teaching
you.
He
literally said, usually when people do that, they're done. They won't get back up and do it. They quit and everything.
And did you tell him our stock Jaret Goes to the Movies answer to that?
Well, I can tell you what I said.
What'd you say?
I said, I'm no punk.
Oh, okay. See,
I may be overweight and out of shape, but I'm no punk.
Will and I would have went with what?
I'm not a fucking pussy.
That's right. I'm not a fucking pussy.
I didn't know the guy very well, so I wasn't going to say that.
We've got to get
thinking that.
We need to get a Jaret Goes to the Movies shirt that just on the back it says "I'm not a fucking pussy," and people can wear it to like rock concerts, like ministry shows and shit. You know,
exactly.
Like it'll be good. I want to welcome our good friend from back at the what podcast was that? It was let me think about this for a second. Oh,
Roadhouse.
He was here with us from Roadhouse, and it's our good friend Jay, who writes for the publication
DFW.com.
DFW.com, which is, if you're wanting to know what's going on in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I believe that's the place to go.
And his Twitter account. What's your Twitter account?
Twitter as The Famous J.
The Famous J. Super easy to remember.
Badass Twitter account.
That's the
Argyle from this movie follows his Twitter account.
That's fucking cool as shit.
Exactly. He probably does it for the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader close-ups that he takes.
Is that what you get sometimes?
Yeah.
Every now and then. It's part of the job.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Nice
That'll
job.
do it. Kiddy Corner Wil is with us.
Hey, how's it going?
He just introduced himself to Jay as the guy who lives catty corner from me. It's like he doesn't want to fucking admit it. By the way, I forgot. You have to tell us. I told this on the pre-show that you get if you're a subscriber or whatever. You get to this on the extra content. But Jay went to the wrong street. And he went to the wrong house, and I told him, just walk in, you know? And he's like, man, it's locked. And Will is like, dude, the door is 100% unlocked. I just walked in there. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm thinking.
I was downstairs making tea, and I was like watching the door handle, and I'm like, nothing's happening.
Yeah. I'm thinking to myself, he's going to be next door. So I just go outside and just start going, Jay! Jay! Like, and then, so I'm standing out there in the rain. I see the Domino's pizza car, and I'm thinking, that dude sees a fat guy standing in the rain right now, and like he's trying to find the house he's going to, and I guarantee you he's gonna stop. And he pulled up in the fucking driveway. Dude.
It's like in The Notebook, right?
Yeah, he pulls up in the driveway, and his music is just blaring, and I'm going, dude, hey man, dude, it's not this, hey. And I can't see him. So, by the time I get up there, he's got 10 pizzas out of the car. And I'm, just trying to be nice. So, hey, man, you're at the wrong house. He goes, oh, no. It's 950. And I'm like, yeah, I live here, and that's not this. So, you're in the wrong spot. You would think they would just throw you a pizza. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thanks for being so nice. I got an extra one in
Jaret,
the car.
real quick, I know y'all have listeners all over the world, so let me kind of explain my side how I went to the wrong house.
Okay, let's hear that.
I live an hour and 25 minutes from this beautiful place. I live in Fort Worth, Texas. It's a little small town on the other side of Dallas.
Yep.
And the weather outside is like straight out of the movie Seven. It's dark, it's rainy, it's gross.
Would you say that, being the time of the year, would you say that it's frightful?
Very, very
it's frightful. Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
And my Apple phone Siri told me to turn on the wrong street, and I can't see the street signs. I can't see the addresses.
I know.
So I'm just randomly going, well, I know I've been here before, so.
Yeah.
Let me tell you where you went wrong. You have an Apple phone.
I love it. All right, my lovely wife Casey is here.
Hello.
And she is sick for the 4th time in the last 6 weeks. Poor girl. Had to go back to the doctor again today. Another steroid shot. Not the kind that, makes you want to go work out and get muscles. Also, please welcome Tim Toole My Neighbor, who is here.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Tim Toole just got back from a trip to Hippie Land, and it's super weird. He can't keep his eyes open. I don't know what's going on. He might be tired. I would just say he's tired.
Tim's probably tired.
He's tired or something. Guys, this is a very special time to be with you guys. The Thanksgiving holidays are over. We're on our way to Christmas. We're talking about Christmas movies. But, ladies and gentlemen, the members of the rest of the show don't know this, but tonight is actually a very, very special night. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is going to be Mr. Rich Coleman's birthday show.
Yay!
It's his birthday show. That's right.
Oh, my God.
Rich. He's got some balloons. There he is. Look how cute he is. Rich, you're turning another year older. How does it feel?
I actually forgot about it.
You're looking great. You started with a nutritionist. I mean, it's,
Oh my God!
Gonna
Look
get him-
at you guys. I should
Okay.
have known Casey was going to.
all right. We got you. No, hold on. Let me explain what you have here. Let me explain what you have. Now hold on. Here's the. Let me explain. So, Rich's gift, we got you a tuna fish salad sandwich from Chick-fil-A. Because when Rich orders catering from Chick-fil-A, he likes to get the tuna fish salad.
Oh my God!
Also, a piece of cake that we did not approve that with your
with my trainer.
with your trainer. And here's your card here.
Awesome. Well, this was unexpected.
Oh, here you go.
And
Jesus Christ.
Will has also brought you a gift.
You guys are the worst. Oh my God!
He's obviously surprised.
If
I'll
I
try to
was-
keep this good radio if you guys can.
If I was a girl, I'd be crying. Right
Okay,
now.
read the card.
A long time ago, you were born. And it has music on it. Happy birthday, we love you, even though you're kind of a dick. Jaret and Casey. Well, that's just...
All right. So, well, open up Will's present.
All right, Jesus Christ, let me get to
You
it.
don't have to keep the envelope. There's no money in that.
Okay. There's like 5 gifts in here.
I like it.
All right.
All right. Is it got? Oh, it's a bottle of something. Notice it's I do not think Will wrapped this.
Should I do the card first?
It's got
No, you can do that.
cupcake wrapping.
I'll do the card. That's how I was raised. You do cards first.
Sorry, guys.
I did my own
open
drawing
just-
on the front.
Sorry, I keep cutting that one off. Hold on. Sorry. Here's a,
Happy birthday, Rich. And there's a picture of a puppy's butt. He's doing lunges. and it says puppy butt. And then I open the card, and it says, if a photo of a puppy butt doesn't make you happy, I don't know what will.
It's true. It really is.
Pets trump politics on Twitter. Happy birthday, Rich. Next year is going to kick ass. Will Vark. Thank you, Will. You're the best. Jesus Christ.
All right. Now, gifts galore here.
Yeah, no.
See, this has got cupcake wrapping.
This has got to be Fireball or something.
We'll see what it is. It's got cupcake wrapping. Uh-oh. He may have guessed it. Could it be? It does look like Fireball from this angle.
Kentucky Gentleman.
It's Kentucky Gentleman.
In a plastic bottle.
Yeah.
Something you are not.
I like whiskey.
Okay. What else is in there? He's digging in the bag.
So is this why you said I could sleep in your guest room tonight? All right, next present. Jesus.
I went all out here.
I see that.
Okay, what's next? Could be a
Silly Putty.
Silly Putty. Nice.
Yeah.
Dude. If we could find a newspaper, we would have so much fun with that. But I don't think they print them anymore. That was the most fun you could have with Silly Putty.
There's a small jewelry box shaped.
Okay, could be.
Is it earrings?
I'm crossing my fingers.
Is it earrings?
Could be earrings.
Rich, will you be my...
Could be a necklace. Could be a...
Is these cigarettes?
Got him a pack of cigarettes.
Got me a filtered cigarettes. You know I smoke unfiltered.
Marlboro Reds. Marlboro Reds.
Pack of Marlboro Reds.
True. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to use those ASAP.
Well, we'll put those... That could be in a cowboy movie of some sort. Or,
that's true. All right, and this one is lighter shaped.
It could be a lighter. Apparently, Will wants you to start smoking.
Smoke up, Johnny.
Maybe he thinks you're smoking. The
It
trainer
is
will love
a
that.
pink Bic lighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your birthday.
I think what's going on here is Will knows what an alpha male I am who drinks whiskey and smokes cigarettes.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I understand the confusion. It's totally fine.
All right, so what we did was I got a few of your friends
Thank you, Will.
to call in, and let's...
Hey, Rich, this is Dave Murray.
Oh,
just want to call and wish you a happy birthday. You're getting a little older, getting a little long in the tooth, so when you start hating on shit on the podcast now, you can genuinely blame it on being the old cranky guy. Anyway, have a great one. Catch you later.
Oh,
hey, Rich, it's Eddie. I was calling to wish you a happy birthday. I'm glad you got a personal trainer. Do back bends and sit-ups, but whatever you do, don't lose those calves. Talk to you later, buddy. Happy birthday.
Hey, Rich, it's Ashley Miller. Thought I'd call and wish you happy birthday. I mean, let's be fucking honest. It wouldn't be complete without me being a part of it. Both my humor, my talent, and my tips really make everything better in life.
That's true.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy this message. I hope it's the best birthday ever, and I can't wait to get slammed and celebrate it with you soon. Have a good one, man. Love you. Bye.
Hey, Rich, it's Lauren. Happy birthday. I hope it is your best one yet.
Rest.
Hello, Rich. Happy birthday from your favorite in Ohio. Hope you have a great birthday, and thanks for all you do to help make the podcast such a big success. And we all love you, despite what Jaret says. We all do love you. So have a great birthday, and we'll talk to you soon.
Hey, Rich, it's your second favorite fan, Ashley C. Just wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. I hope it's great.
Hey, Rich, it's David Dooley. Happy birthday, man. Thanks for all that you do in the podcast, and especially thanks for all of the off-topic animal posts during the election to keep things from being completely ludicrous. All right, have a good one. Happy birthday, man.
Hey, Jaret, this is Leah with Dr. Anderson.
Wait, how'd that get in there?
Hey, Rich, it's your man Crush, also known as John the bass player. Although no one's going to really believe it, you don't entirely suck as a friend. Here's to the next 12 years of disagreeing on pretty much all things music and movies. Happy birthday, fucker. Stay gold.
Hey, Rich, it's Diane. Remember me? We met in June for the Ferris Bueller podcast, and you were really, really sick. God, I hope you're feeling better, because that was like 6 months ago.
I am. Thank you.
Well, anyway, hey, happy birthday! Woo!
Hey, Rich, it's Tim. Happy birthday. Hope you get some cake, have some boobies.
I didn't know Tim was going to be here.
Hey, Rich, Top Jimmy here. Just want to stop by and wish you a happy birthday. It's good to see you've recovered from that drunken episode over at Twin Peaks last weekend. Man, you were really, really fucked up. Anyway, I was afraid you wouldn't even make it to 54 after that. But I was wrong. You really do have the liver of a rock star. Anyway, for your birthday, I've cooked up your favorite meal. tuna fish salad on white bread with mayonnaise, a tab, and a couple of Twinkies. Happy birthday, buddy. Enjoy.
Jaret's opening a bill.
Oh, that was amazing.
Rich, happy birthday, man. I just want to let everybody know how my day was today. My wife woke up like super sick, and she had to go to the doctor. I got the little guy to school and went, grabbed some breakfast, went and grabbed her medicine, got home, watched the movie, and I had done some updates on my computer upstairs, but I was downstairs. I was collecting these birthday messages and trying to get ready for tonight. And I got upstairs, and because of the update that I did, basically nothing fucking worked. And all I could think of is that here I am trying to put together this birthday celebration for you, and all you're going to do is give me shit about all of my fucking gear and everything. So it's bittersweet as I'm doing it, because I'm like, I really want to make this nice for him. Like, I want it to be super special. Like, I think it'll be cool because it's definitely going to be a surprise or whatever. But also the whole time I'm like, fuck him, man. This shit doesn't fucking work. Like, I mean, guess what? No fucking birthday party. Huh? Yeah, all right, that's fine. We'll just cancel the whole thing. And you're not even here to defend yourself, right? And then you text me and you're just like, oh, hey, man, I forgot. We're starting at 7 instead of 8. And I'm like, holy shit, Jesus Christ, you're not on your way over here, are you? Because I hadn't done anything at this point. Like, I collected it all up. Anyway, I want to say that it's been an awesome year doing this podcast with you. I'm so glad that we're friends, and happy fucking birthday, Richard of the Colemans.
Thank you.
Man, you know what? It's this is a podcast about fucking movies, so let's get fucking to it, you know?
Roadhouse.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the movie Roadhouse this week. And, I'm sorry. That's not right at all. Hold on just a second. It's just fucking flashbacks because Roadhouse and Jay's here, you know. Will looks like fucking Marshall. Like, what am I supposed to do? All right, we're talking this week about Die Hard, the greatest Christmas movie in the world. I want to thank our new supporter, Mr. Nick Herwood, who is actually my publicist in the United Kingdom.
Oh, really?
Rage PR. So,
wow.
Big shout out to Nick. Let's thank our executive producers before we dive in. Mr. David Murray, Ashley C., Sheila Ray Wonder, Wendy Croft, David Dooley, Diane Small, Big Chris Whitehead, Lucy Murray, Chris Holt, Rawdon James, who we will hear from later on 5 Questions, Eddie Weiss, colonblowband.com, and Lisa Wenzel.
Before you get started.
Yes.
I want to make a plea to our listeners. We don't have anything on Reddit that talks about us. Reddit's a big deal. You know what Reddit is, Jaret?
Well, I do actually hear about other podcasters talking. I don't hear about them doing it. I hear other podcasters talking about it. And I think that's sort of where we're having, as building this and only being in this business a year, and like us just doing it as getting paid. It's almost like how Bowling for Soup did our, 9 years in the van knowing nothing.
Right.
We dove into this thinking that we just wanted to make people laugh and entertain them. So a lot of times we don't really know which socials are we supposed to be using,
Right.
but yes, a lot of them do talk about this Reddit.
Reddit is I'm a casual viewer of Reddit. So I go to rfunny, basically. That's it. But if anyone out there knows how to do Reddit, knows the whole landscape of Reddit, if we could get a Reddit, an Jaret Goes to the Movies, that would be great. Hit me up. I'd happy to talk with you. Also, Wikipedia, like, your Wikipedia page has nothing about this podcast, which I think someone hopefully knows how to do Wikipedia, can add that onto your page or start a new page.
If that happens, let me correct some shit on there while you're doing it, too.
Okay. And then just the Jaret Goes to the Movies wiki would be nice. They have wikis out there where there's a lot of podcasts that have wikis about a podcast, and then they'll have episodes, and they'll basically document what everyone talked about in that episode for each wiki. That would be awesome, too. So if anybody has some free time, wants to spend some time on this, we would love it. Maybe we'll throw you some cool stuff for doing that.
Any and all participation in the stuff that we're doing is always great. I mean, loving that Colin Blow Band did the little song for the Nth Degree to Jaret, and any of that stuff. If you want to contribute to the show, you know our email. It's just jaretgoestothemovies@gmail.com.
I also want to bring up one more thing. 2 days after we recorded The Prestige, I was still getting texts from you about The Prestige.
That's true.
About how affected you were.
Yeah, it's a true
by
story.
watching the movie.
Yeah,
That hit me. That was like, wow, that's so awesome. On a movie like that, the whole reason I slipped that into our schedule was because that's the kind of movie it was for me.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to see that it affected you like that.
Yeah, I woke up 2 days later, and all of a sudden the dinner where Scarlett Johansson is at, they're there for dinner, and then he's essentially saying he never loved his wife, and then it dawned on me, like, this guy didn't ever love the wife. He loved her the whole time, and it fucked me up because she got up from that table not knowing. I mean, and he had to continue to sell the bit.
Right.
I mean, he could have given it all up at that point. Like, that's how dedicated they were to that. So, I don't know. It fucked me up because it's like, she's sending him off. Like, you two deserve each other kind of thing. And, the poor guy's sitting there going, you're like the only person I've ever loved.
And and you're not going to, but I guarantee if you did ever watch it for a second time,
I will.
It would have all kinds of cool things just going, oh, I didn't even realize that. And
yeah, I know you didn't like Fight Club, but to me, Fight Club was this kind of movie. It's the stuff that
it's the same type of movie,
you
right?
see all that shit as you're going through, and then you're like, why didn't I notice that? And then as you go back, now I know where all those points in Pulp Fiction, I've got them all marked in my mind, like, remember this thing, that this is going to come back. And, in fact, inferences and foreshadowing are big, and as simple as the movie Die Hard is, he managed to put in quite a lot of foreshadowing into this one. I mean, a lot. 4 to 5 real big ones that had a huge part of the plot. Die Hard, 1988. An NYPD cop tries to save his wife and several others that were taken hostage by German terrorists during a Christmas party at the Nakatomi Plaza in Los Angeles, California. This movie stars Bruce Willis, of course. Bonnie Bedelia. Is that his wife in this?
Yes.
What else was
Holly
she?
Gennaro.
What else was she in?
Presumed Innocent with Harrison Ford.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And then Reginald Vell Johnson. Who is that?
I don't know.
That is Al Powell, who went on to Family Matters after this.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Did I do that? I never watched that show. I mean, I know what it is just from like clips of
I've
that
never seen it
get
either.
shown on it, but I've literally never watched it.
It's because it's past us. We were in college when that show came out.
Yeah. Oh my god. Can you fucking imagine like that kid did that character one day and people were like, this is fucking hilarious. Because it's actually a spinoff, right?
Yeah.
Was he on the Cosby Show as that character?
No, it's spun off of something else. I can't remember what it is.
Spinoff of something. And
they built the whole show
and they built the whole show around it. Well, then the next thing you know, the kid's fucking 17 years old.
Right.
Still trying to talk like that.
I do that?
Yeah. His pants all fucking pulled up way too high to even become. It looks like he has fishing waders on, but they don't go all the way down, so his feet get wet. Anyway, Reginald Vell Johnson, fantastic job in this movie. Limo driver's my favorite character. I didn't look up his name.
Devereaux White.
Devereaux White is so fucking good in this. Like, every time I saw him in the movie, my notes just say, Argyle! Like, with exclamation. Because I, just like every time, it was so good.
It was cool.
But the opening scene, we see them on the airplane, and they're just establishing that smirk on his face right off.
Yeah.
It's just, he doesn't want this guy talking to him.
Right.
He's supposed to be looking nervous, but instead he's just like smirky Bruce Willis,
He's pulling a Jaret Reddick on the airplane.
Pulling a Jaret Reddick on the airplane, isn't he? Fucking son of a bitch. But, like, isn't that crazy that you used to just be able to just have a gun on an airplane? Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because you fall asleep, somebody take that shit away from you.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
And even if they're not trying to hijack the
Are
plane,
air marshals not allowed to fall asleep? I wonder if that's a thing.
I'm pretty
sure that the air marshals.
It's probably similar to a pilot.
Pilots can't fall asleep either.
Actually, they are allowed to take naps.
Tim doesn't like this at all.
Certain things.
Freedom.
They are like freedom.
I should be able to fall asleep on an airplane if I want to, even if I'm driving it.
That's what the terrorists want, is our freedom.
The terrorists win.
Terrorists win. Freedom isn't free. It costs a heavy fucking fee.
America.
God, we got to do that movie.
Fuck yeah.
Actually. Freedom cost $1.05. God damn it. All right, so first bit of... so we have 2 bits of foreshadowing already in the first 7 minutes of this movie. We get... The guy tells him, hey, you're going to get off... Take your shoes off, make fists with your toes or whatever.
On the carpet.
He's blowing them off, whatever. Like, I fucking hate when people talk to me on planes. But if there's something else that I fucking hate worse is when a driver talks to me. I cannot do it.
So you don't sit in the front seat of a limo?
I don't. I actually don't like limos. I think they're super uncomfortable and like way overrated. It's fun to do it. And I'm not trying to sound snooty or anything like that, but like the only reason I know this is because we'll go and play a radio station or something like that, and they'll just be like, we're going to send a limo. And we're like, no, could you actually send an SUV? Like, because that's way more comfortable
or a van
for 7 dudes. Our first bit of foreshadowing is the making fists with your toes on the carpet. Anybody ever try this?
No.
To me, it's like if your feet are on the ground, what is that helping you of being anxious?
It was a plot device to get him to take off his shoes.
Okay.
So
this is not a thing.
So this huge
I'm afraid
thing
to
about
try
him
it after this movie.
Right?
No
Who
shit.
the fuck knows what's going to happen?
Exactly.
You need to be ready.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, somebody just fucking rolls in with that.
But it was genius. It was a great way to get him to take his shoes off so that he is running around barefoot, which makes him more of an everyman that he's stepping on the glass, and we'll get on into that.
Yeah, because I do want to talk about the barefooted thing in detail. I do love that, like, you know, he's walking through the airport, he like looks down at the girl's ass, he's just like, oh, California. Then he fucking gets into he walks into the party or whatever. The guy walks straight up to this New York cop and kisses him on the fucking cheek, which, first of all, fucking would never happen. Yeah. Secondly, it's like, he just goes, fucking California. Because, you know. I mean,
that's what I do when I go to New York. I'm like, fucking New York.
Fucking New York.
Hey, and that girl in the airport, she was wearing yoga pants.
The Playboy Playmate.
Oh,
is she one?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 in the movie.
Nice. And was one of them the one that was getting pounded on the desk?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And then there was the girl that was hung up that he would always pat her on the way by because he kept going past that calendar that was up.
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Man, Miss Gennaro is a doormat because everyone goes into her office to do all kinds of fucking hijinks.
No shit. you're and also you're second in command apparently in the whole thing.
I'll go in here and do coke. I'll go in here and bang
but the
this chick.
dipshit that's doing coke has a private bathroom. Why the fuck isn't he in there doing his coke?
Because he's trying to hit on Holly. He was getting his
right.
nerves
He was
up.
getting ready. Little shitbag.
He takes coke whenever he's going to get his nerves up to do some stupid shit. Yeah.
I go talk to Hans.
Yeah.
Can we go back to the girl in the airport?
That's all you're thinking about, isn't
that's an ass in yoga pants.
Yoga pants, yes.
Yeah. That's an ass in yoga pants.
I don't really know that those would be considered yoga pants.
Yeah, they were just
those
spandex.
Were more just like spandex tights or something like
Whatever.
that.
That was.
I noticed that. I was like, what?
That's what you turn around and go, holy shit for.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
And that was California. In the 80s.
Oh, they didn't have good asses in the 80s?
That's true. They
really yoga pants are just like...
Those weren't yoga pants. They were spandex. Yeah, those are the same pants I wore in a heavy metal band.
Guess what they wore to do yoga in? Spandex.
I don't feel like yoga exists.
I think they're more of a cotton lycra blend.
All I know is I saw her ass and I was like, those are yoga pants.
No, seriously,
That's
yoga...
what it was like to live in Southern California. Just hot asses everywhere.
Yoga was actually invented in 1997. By a guy in Salt Lake City, actually, of all places.
Yoga?
Super weird.
Wow.
He just used to exercise out on a rock. He was just
he hugging it.
So it's not an ancient sort of.
It actually comes from a guy who used to go to Yosemite State Park.
Oh yeah.
And he used to stay in one of those Yogi Bear RV camps. And he made up a form of exercise. A lot of people don't know this story. But
do you want me to save you from this?
Give me that piss.
I actually don't. I'm actually liking where it's going, to be honest.
I keep waiting for the Roadhouse.
I need everybody to just be fascinated by what I'm like. How is he digging this?
Me in for a minute there, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's making all this shit up."
Roadhouse.
Thank you.
I didn't realize they celebrated Christmas in Japan.
We're flexible. Pearl Harbor didn't work out, so we got you with tape decks.
Actually, it's sort of a double celebration. We closed a pretty big deal today, and a lot of it was due to Holly. Am I right, JoJo?
I was thinking, literally, the first time the guy walks out to like announce, like, "Hey guys, thank you guys so much for this," I was going, do they celebrate Christmas in Japan? Is that I really was. Like, I couldn't pick, but I didn't say it. And then the guy, Bruce Willis says it, did not remember it. And Casey goes, was that racist? And he follows it up with, well, Pearl Harbor didn't go so well, so we got you with tape decks. And I go, well, that was. But I guess it's cool. It's like, like if you're rapping, you can say the N-word.
I knew he was Asian, but I didn't know if he was from Russia or like Kurdistan or something.
That is one of my favorite reoccurring bits, by the way, on the Jaret Goes to the Movie podcast. It's like anytime someone's Asian, well, what does that exactly mean?
I guess you didn't miss my name, though, huh? Except maybe when you're signing checks. Since when did you start using Ms. Gennaro?
It's a Japanese company. They figure a married woman's got...
You are a married woman, Holly. You're married to me.
We're going to have this conversation again. We did this in July.
We never finished this conversation in July.
I had to take it.
Right. No matter what the consequences, no matter what it did to our marriage, you had to take this opportunity.
It didn't do anything to our marriage except maybe change your idea of what our marriage should be.
I think you have a clue as to what my idea of our marriage should be.
I know exactly what your idea of our marriage should be.
Here's the hard part about this conversation.
Well, now.
Like, all he had to do was just be like, I miss you,
right.
too.
It was a little bit of a dick move.
Yeah, but he, and he did blame himself. He yelled at himself.
I love
in
that
the mirror.
when she left, and he's like, "Way to go,
way to go! Here we go! And how are you
Christ.
going to dig this out?" And you know exactly what she's feeling because they've obviously been married 10 years.
Yeah,
so he knows what the consequences of all of this is going to be.
It was a very moonlighting like bit too.
It really was. Yeah,
there's
there's a lot of moonlighty type stuff in here.
Yeah.
I thought, except when you're signing checks.
Should we define what moonlighting is for?
Well, there was a television show,
very popular
television show. It starred Sybil Shepherd, Bruce Willis, and Booger from Revenge of the Nerds.
That's right. Yeah,
the great Curtis Armstrong.
That's right.
Yes,
and it was huge. Maybe 4 or 5 years.
It was a good show.
It really was. It was real well written. They were
private detectives,
and you got to see Sybil Shepherd run a lot in a short.
She was rich. It was her firm, but she didn't know shit about shit. He was like an ex-cop,
yeah,
right?
he was an ex-cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he did
had
all the work.
Stuff down.
But he was just smarmy and one-liners, quick wit, it was just awesome.
Yeah.
Like the writing on the show was great.
So there is some carryover that because I think it would be dumb if you didn't do that because at this point
that's what we want to see.
Well, you have to also understand that at this point back then, we didn't have near the media that we have now. I mean, you knew this guy for this character, and so to sort of hint at that, you're making this guy a bigger movie star.
Well, he was doing moonlighting when he shot this. He would do moonlighting during the day, and at night he would shoot this movie. He was going hardcore.
Think about it, too. He had one movie, Blind Date. And they're paying him $5 million for this because they asked like 10 guys to do it. Nobody wanted to do it. Like Mel Gibson was going to do it, but he thought it was too much like Martin Riggs from Lethal Weapons. Like, I can't do that. Well, think about Die Hard. Not only did it have 4 sequels, it had its own subgenre. You had Die Hard on a submarine with Under Siege, Die Hard on a bus with Speed, Die Hard in a plane with Passenger 57. And I'm sure I'm leaving some out.
So
but
if that's
they would have described this movie as Die Hard in a building.
Yeah.
If that's the case, though. Where did that start? Because obviously it would have happened somewhere else. Is there some other franchise?
Die Hard.
This started that genre.
The terrorist action.
Sure. Yeah. Interesting.
Die Hard with snakes on a plane.
Yeah.
So Kareem rebounds, right? Feeds Worthy on the break, over to AC, to Magic, then back to Worthy, right? Boom! 2 points. We're in.
This guy is great.
Theo?
So this character is so good because there's never any emotion. He's just like, I'm going in here and getting $650 million. I'm obviously an engineer. Fuck everybody else.
That's what got him on Walker, Texas Ranger.
So he was on that show?
Oh, good for you.
I love that one.
Yeah, that one.
That's a staple.
By the way, that is never going away.
Never.
Ever. So at first, this is some funny shit of like not having seen this since I was a kid. I'm like, God, there's so many blonde guys. It's obvious they're in California, like because they're not speaking yet. And so I had to watch this with the subtitles on. By the way, I don't know if you're caught up on our podcast, but Rich taught me to watch these with subtitles because I can't always understand like the whisper. Like you've seen my house, so like I don't have like a movie theater, so like it's vaulted ceilings. So when somebody is like yelling and whatever, and hard, so like when they get down and start talking like that, or like if they're talking really, I can't understand it. So it's actually that joke where the guy says, you got us in Pearl Harbor, so we gave you. I was like, what the fuck did he just say? Like, so I had to rewind. I'm just like, I'm turning on the closed caption anyway. So
if you watch it on the new Apple TV, there's actually a command on there where you say, "Hey Siri," or whatever, what did he just say, or something like that. It'll actually back it up 30 seconds. Hang on. It'll back it up 30 seconds and turn on the subtitles for that part so you can see what he's saying.
Wait a minute. How do you know about Apple TV?
Because I listen to podcasts and they talk about technology.
Dude, you know what's the craziest one is if you watch a movie on Amazon, like throughout the whole movie, if you ever put the cursor on there, it will give you so much fucking information about what's going on right there. Trivia, who's in the scene, I
watched Goodfellas and Top Gun like that. It was awesome.
So Fire TV does it too. If you pause, you can see all that shit.
That's so because I was sending the Amazon to my Apple TV or however the fuck I was watching this shit at some point, and I would, it's on the computer, but I'm watching it on the television, and man, the amount of information. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep fucking...
Amazon is awesome.
Amazon, the way they do it is whatever actor's on the screen at that given scene, they will have all the bio information.
Like the IMDb thing.
Yeah, all there. Right. Any music that's playing during that scene, they'll have the music information. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's, it just makes...
It's called X-ray.
It's just a different watching experience, and it's why our children, honestly, like...
Fuck them.
My boys will... Emma has a television in her room, but I don't think Jack or Everett will ever want that or need it. It seems silly. He goes in there and watches whatever he's watching at the time on Netflix if he's
They'll just take it for granted, though. They'll pause it and go, oh, that guy was... Okay.
Yeah, but didn't we take everything for granted that we got access to?
What did we
get? We had shit.
We had to work for it. Scrambled porn, we had to work for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, my God.
We had stuff.
If I saw a nipple in those wavy lines, it was over.
No shit, man. It was like jackpot.
Yes, that's what I've been sitting here for 15 minutes waiting on. Boom.
You're like jockeying between channels, just getting it just right.
When I was a kid, we had 16 candles in Splash that were PG and would show stuff.
Right.
Yeah, you're exactly right on Splash, by the way. That's a good one. Wildcats.
You can pause it just right.
And Howard the Duck was a big one for me because anything with Leia Thompson in her panties was fucking crazy. So here we go. So again, a bunch of setup stuff. We get he has to say, you got a place where I can go wash up, which is super weird because the party's almost over. You can just go back and take a shower.
Wash up from what? He just was on an airplane.
Yes, he's washing up. But that leads us into the conversation. It establishes him being by himself. It puts his toes in the fucking carpet. So what I was leading to earlier, though, is when I was watching the subtitles and as they're all coming in, it'll say everything that they're saying or whatever until they start talking German, and then it just says German.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah. Unless they say something like 9, then it'll just go 9.
Well, because I downloaded illegally, as I normally do, this movie, but it didn't have the subtitles for the German parts. So I was wondering if I just got a bad copy. Like, I got the German copy, and the Germans are like, well, I don't need subtitles on the Germans. So they just didn't show that at all. Okay,
no, so cool. What I got to thinking to myself, I was just like, you don't even have to hire good German actors. You just need dudes that look like they could hold a machine gun and have them speak German, because their inflections mean shit. Because there are no inflections in German.
No, in the casting, they said robots. That a lot of those guys were not German, and they kind of they didn't know German.
Right.
And so a lot of the things that they were saying were not correct grammatically.
Right. I was wondering and that would never happen today.
Including Alan Rickman, some of Alan Rickman's stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why they probably didn't translate it, because it wasn't right.
Right. Now I wonder, like, if
can you imagine being a German watching that though? That would
what they said
would drive you nuts.
No, what they said is in the European versions, they said they weren't German, they were just European. So they could have been hacking up German. Because they weren't German.
Well, it's like when I've told this story before, but when I did the video for No Hablo Inglés, I put a line from Steve Martin comedy album in there in that song, and it's like "Donde está Casa de Pepe," where he's learning to speak different languages and shit. And so I'm like, "Donde está Casa de Pepe?" And I have in the audience in the thing, I have these two Spanish dudes, Mexican guys, and they're supposed to say that line to the camera. The problem is it's incorrect. It would be "Donde está la casa de Pepe?" So like every time they would mouth it, it'd be like, "Okay, guys, it's Donde está casa de Pepe?" And you'd hear me like, "Donde está casa de Pepe?" And it'd be like, "Cut! No, guys, there's no law in there. It's Donde está casa de Pepe?" Like you're trying to tell us, speak wrong.
Mi pene es de pene de fuego.
So much humming. Everybody's humming. These terrorists come into this building just fucking singing it up, right?
They're in a good mood.
Everybody is so happy. But it's not one, it's three. 3 dudes just walking around humming the shit up. So here's the other thing that this is one of the things, like, as he's getting himself into all this shit. They're having the meeting with about the computer and the password or whatever.
Right.
I mean, he's going at them. I would be going the other way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get that he's a cop and he's doing his job, but like, get the fuck out of... There's 100% a way you can fucking find your way out of there. They have.
He didn't want to leave his wife.
Fuck her. She's not even using his last name.
That is true. Very valid point.
And chances are she's done like a coke bender with this fucking Ellis dude. You just never know,
You
man.
never know.
Yep. They have no morals in California, by the way.
If it had been my history, she would have done that.
And Argyle just co-chilling here, man. He's like fucking using the phone.
So of course I'm coming over.
Yeah.
My boss thinks I'm on my way to Vegas.
Exactly. It's so...
There's like cum all over that bear.
Oh no.
All over the bear.
But I need the code key because I am interested in the $640 million in negotiable bearer bonds that you have locked in your vault. And the computer controls the vault. What money? What kind of terrorists are you? Who said we were terrorists?
So foreshadowing number 4 or 5. Here is where, as a child, there's no way I could have grasped this. See, you're taking over a building for a robbery is silly to everybody else involved. Because they're like, for her, eventually she says, "You're a small time crook." He's fucking flabbergasted that, like, you're here to just, all you want to do is rob us? Like,
Right.
Are you serious? Because this isn't the way to go about it. I mean, like,
how robberies are done.
we thought that you would, go about a different way, but
He said if you steal $640, you can just disappear. If you steal $640 million, they will find you unless they think you're dead.
Exactly.
So that's what. Yeah, it's all planned.
That's the whole thing with the ambulance and the blowing up of the roof, which again we'll get to. But I do see it being like they think that it's a deal where we're just taking hostages and yada yada. They're like, "What the fuck are your demands?" He's making these demands to throw everybody off.
He saw them in Time magazine. He didn't know who they were.
Yeah, he wants $650 million.
The worst part about it is he totally blue-balled that one guy in the office with the penthouse girl. What's her name?
The playmate. Yeah.
Oh,
he wasn't done yet.
No, he wasn't.
Fucking blue-balled the shit out of that.
That is something a terrorist would do, though.
And, that's like a fucking dream come true. Like, at a party, in an office, on the desk, her laid out, just like, still with the skirt on,
He's
but
been
like
working
the suit
this
part.
shit all year long.
Exactly, just waiting.
Finally gets her drunk enough at the office party.
Yep, exactly.
Halfway through,
she fucking mixes.
Fucking terrorist.
She mixes vodka and champagne. It's fucking on.
And the terrorist win.
And the terrorist.
Do you think when they pulled him off,
win?
When you pulled him off, was he still pumping like a dog? You couldn't help it.
Well, you can't pull a dog off because theirs
No,
turns
get
into
stuff.
like spikes and shit. You
Yeah.
can't. I've told them I kicked a poodle once because I thought it was attacking my other poodle. They were fucking.
The fire has been caught off, my friend. No one is coming to help you. You might as well come out and join the others. I promise I won't hurt you.
Drop it, dickhead. It's the police.
You won't hurt me.
Oh, yeah? Why not?
Because you're a policeman. There are rules for policemen.
Yeah. That's what my captain keeps telling me.
He's right. You know, I mean, again, this is what Bruce Willis finds himself in this situation 12 times in this movie where he won't just shoot the motherfucker.
Right.
Just shoot him, you know? You can explain it later. This, as they're calling off the fire department, though. So, he pulls the fire alarm. Fire departments come in. They call the 911 or whatever, and they're just like, hey, it's a false alarm. But he's watching him come down the street. He goes, come to Papa, and I'll kiss your fucking Dalmatian. Just fucking kiss your fucking Dalmatian.
At this point, we were not at the point where the stuntmen actually looked like the actors. I don't know when that point where I couldn't tell when actors and stuntmen were not the same people, but those stuntmen did not look like.
No.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Hey, you mentioned they called the 911, Eddie, the guy working the desk. Am I the only one that thinks he looks like Huey Lewis?
He looks so much like Huey Lewis.
Yeah.
In fact, I meant to mention that, but I kept thinking, I'm like, God damn it.
You're talking about the security guy at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy in the lobby.
Took over the security guy?
Yeah.
I thought he looked like Hayden Thomas Church or whatever.
No, he looked like Huey Lewis.
Yeah, he did look like Huey Lewis.
Yeah, okay.
Like if Huey Lewis worked out a lot.
Yeah, or grew like a foot and a half.
What's the deal with all these German terrorists in their tight sweatpants?
Yeah, they like the sweatpants.
They like sweat, and they all wear sweaters.
They
too.
thought that was going to be practical for taking this building over sweatpants.
Yeah, well, you can
They
move
might
freely
sweat.
and shit like
Yeah,
that.
I
like,
guess.
It's easier. There he is, coming in.
Hey there, how you doing?
Good, coming in iPhone.
I don't know what's going on with my home internet connection.
Well, you live in England, so
Well, actually, this connection's better than it usually is for him.
yeah. I will say that it looks like you're taking a shit right now. Like it's just like it's
Are
like
you?
it's like the shit selfie that I take of myself and send to my family.
No.
Like, hey, wish you were here. And they're like, where in the world are you, Jaret?
No, I promise you I'm not doing that. I am in a half-decorated junk room at the moment, as far away from sleeping people as I can be.
Thank you for agreeing to get up. I was actually super surprised. I saw you on the calendar, and I'm like, normally Rich just leaves it to us for me to schedule, and it usually works out really well. I would say, Now, did you get a chance to watch Die Hard?
I did. I watched it tonight using my internet connection.
I like
at least
it. Yeah, and there you go. Now it's just gone. It happens in the middle of me masturbating all the time. Like, it's fine. And then I get to that point where it's like it's trying to teach me something, like how to maintain.
Edging
Yeah,
you.
you're doing something, doing the fucking. It's like, so I have to try. I tried to learn the squeeze technique, and that just made it worse. But how does Die Hard translate across the pond? Was it a hit over there?
Yeah, it was a massive hit.
Yeah.
It was absolutely. Obviously, I was maybe a little bit young when it very first came out. I guess I would have been about 12, probably when it came out in the cinema. So certainly too young to see it
Right.
on first release. But yeah, I saw it on video, probably from about 1990 or something. And it's really popular. I don't think Moonlighting was quite as popular over here as it was maybe over there. So Bruce Willis probably wasn't such a big household name.
Was he the everyman hero to the UK like he was here?
Yeah, I don't know if he's the everyman hero, but I can't speak for everyone. But the film, I think, is as popular over here as it is there. And people talk about it every year as being a Christmas classic. Obviously, slightly different to most of the.
So let's dive into it, if you don't mind.
Random question time.
All right, here we go. Bruce Willis is left-handed. True or false?
False.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and give it to you because you got it half right. The answer is actually true. So good job. You got it 50-50.
Well,
So fantastic
Are we doing the point
job.
fives again? That didn't work out
He might
well.
be right-handed for other things.
He could be, but he will punch
That's the
the
thing.
shit out of somebody with his left hand. Question number 2. We pretty much have the guy on the plane, the police officer who first arrives on the scene, or the FBI agent to blame for Bruce Willis being barefooted.
I would say that the guy on the plane.
The guy on the plane is correct. Make fists with your toes. He gets all the glass in there. I've actually had glass in my foot before, and it was a shard of glass, man. I mean, this I don't know if you guys have math over there, but like as far as like it, like so you guys have the metric system. You guys heard of that?
Yes.
So I would say it was almost like 2 diameters wide, and this thing was in my foot, and it crippled me. And here's the thing, like the thing that he had in his foot, that was at least 3 meters wide, right? Like that piece of glass. That was like 3 meters of glass that he had to pull out of his foot. Man, I bet that hurt. Like it was, because his feet, like if you measured his foot, it'd be 10 meters, right? And so that thing was across. I pretty much got it figured out. But yeah, we don't use the metric system here. We couldn't figure it out. For some reason, we have trouble dividing by 10 in this country.
It's too easy.
But I do like the fact that you guys kept miles. You guys were like, fuck it, we'll measure everything but distance in car in miles, right? Because you guys still do miles.
They do miles?
No, most of us measure our own height in feet and inches.
It's weird. Feet and inches.
We're just, yeah.
And your weight is in stone.
In stones. Yeah. Stones and pounds.
Stones is crazy. Because like everybody's like 3 stones. Give or take a
it's
stone.
like I think it's 13 pounds, right? How much is a stone? 13 pounds?
14.
Do you know how stoned you can get off 14 pounds in this country? It's fucking unbelievable. Like it's you. I mean, like, you talk about a party.
How long have you been sitting on that one?
I just fucking came to me, man. It's going to be a good night.
I bet Chris could tell me.
Yeah, I bet you're right. All right, let's continue on. It is known as the greatest Christmas movie of all time in a lot of circles. That would make the second best Christmas movie of all time either A, The Christmas Story, B, Elf, C, The Grinch That Stole Christmas, D, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, or D, it's a fucking matter of opinion. How the fuck could anybody get this question right, ever?
Yeah. The last one, it's a matter of opinion.
Okay, right. I would have actually gone with C, but that's just my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to you. Then you've got 3 right. You're killing it. You woke up in the middle of the night to answer some questions, and you're just fucking doing just that. Number 4, this actually deals with the podcast. You are one of our big supporters, and I've been listening to some other podcasts lately. So this is a true or false question.
Okay.
True or false? There is no way that any other podcast in the world swears more than Jaret Goes to the Movies. True or false?
I'm going for true on that one.
That is true. 100%. Sometimes I hear myself talk, and I'm like, I don't know any descriptive words at all. Like everything's fucking this. It's so fucking this and fuck. You know.
Yeah, you could probably compete with Goodfellas or Pulp Fiction in number of fuck in it.
Actually, we could compete with Die Hard. Like the language in this movie is crazy. Like I don't know what this was rated, but they wouldn't have gotten away with this even in like the mid '90s. There's no way with the language in this. So I mean, like motherfucker is like 10
like
times.
Once you throw out butt fucking, like you can't go back.
Exactly. Yeah.
That changes the rating. I think.
I can't imagine. Rawdon James, question number 5. You are well on your way to getting 6 out of 5 questions right. We'll be very, very proud of you. Question number 5, of course, deals with the movie Die Hard, which we all recently watched. This question is pretty difficult if you didn't pay close attention. So please pay attention to the question and don't go with the obvious answer. The leader of the gang, his name is Hans. He was A, English, B, German, or C, French.
I'm not allowed to go with the obvious answer.
That's correct.
Well, that's unfair because if we're talking about the character is German, the actor is English. What do you want me to do with that?
He's actually French in the movie, so you got it right. It is the cross between German and American, which is French. That's why they're all assholes.
He was actually born in Germany to a German mother.
He's French?
I thought he was born in
He's
London.
French in the movie. He actually speaks French at one point, and we couldn't figure out his accent till the end, and then it all made sense. Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. Rawdon James, you're doing fantastic. You've gotten 5 correct. That last question may be total bullshit. Please do not fucking fact check me.
We don't like that.
We'll move on to Rich for the bonus question, and you're well on your way to being on the plaque, which will never be seen.
Speaking of accents, if Bruce Willis had an English accent, what regional accent would he have?
I think it would just be a plain southeast London accent.
That is absolutely correct.
Crazy.
Wow, I can't believe you pulled that out. I was a little bit, I was concerned.
You even got like the direction.
Exactly.
That's fucking
just
insane.
it.
Yeah, he could have said
That's
Western, he
amazing.
said Eastern. It was just
That was
that's
unbelievable.
amazing.
Rawdon James, you've done it again. You've ridden in from the fucking south of England. You're in the south, right?
Yeah, south.
South.
You've ridden in South England and just fucking made us all fucking impressed again. You're the shit. And
Can I ask a super special seventh bonus
special
question?
seventh
Holy
question
shit,
from
we're-
Will
Whoa.
coming in. Here we go.
What obscure podcaster does Bruce Willis share a birthday with?
Like a sidekick
Oh,
of a
not us.
sidekick of a
I think I know who it is. I
It's
think
not
I know.
us?
I think we might be narrowing it down.
I think I knew who it is. Hey, phone a friend. Rawdon, phone a friend. Phone a friend.
Should I phone a friend? Should I phone Will?
I think-
Who should I phone? Tim.
It is.
That.
It's
It
Will.
is.
That
It's
is
me.
correct.
It's me.
7
You
questions.
are, you are the first ever. Up until now, the record was 6.5. You got
We saved the
7
half
correct.
until the end.
It's March 19th.
Unfucking believable, Rawdon. You've done it again. Make no mistake, this connection was awesome. You've done great, and thank you for always waking up in the middle of the night to hang out.
Really late.
I guess we could take turns. Next time, it's on me to figure out a time to call you during the day. Sound good?
That'd be cool.
I'll call you at 3 decimeters plus a centimeter meter.
Is there time base 10 also? That's
Yeah,
incredible.
totally.
At 32:30.
I'm still trying to figure out how big is a diameter.
It's 10 and then the baby comes out.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Rich, good job. Yeah. All right, Rawdon James, we'll talk to you soon, buddy. Thank you for everything. I'll see you soon.
See ya.
Later.
Mayday, Mayday. Anyone copying Channel 9?
Terrorists have seized the Nakatomi building and are holding at least 30 people hostage. I repeat, unknown number of terrorists.
6 or more armed with automatic weapons at Nakatomi Plaza,
Century City.
What's the best place to transmit?
Somebody answer me, goddammit.
The roof. Go, go!
It's the same address as that fire signal.
I'll handle it. Attention, whoever you are, this channel is reserved for emergency calls only.
No fucking shit, lady. Do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza?
So who's the biggest douchebag in the movie?
The 911 operator.
This lady is the biggest douchebag.
You mentioned how stuff like couldn't happen now. This couldn't happen today because she'd get sued.
Oh,
she would
exactly.
send somebody anyway.
Oh my god! But also just the way he's speaking.
Yeah.
It's like that shit's real. I mean, it's not like, hey, there's some
No shit, lady.
there's some
Come fucking arrest me.
Yeah, come on.
It's an FCC violation.
Yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, he's like, call the FCC. Jesus Christ.
Man, they would have scrambled jets today.
Anyone else going to point out the most unrealistic part about this movie? And that is the channels that they're talking on?
Okay. I mean,
Channel 9.
Okay, so the terrorists are all talking on a channel to each other.
yeah.
Then Bruce Willis takes the walkie-talkie and
Right.
talks to the emergency police
Right.
operator, and they hear him talking to her.
Oh, right.
Maybe it's a badass walkie where it's scanning all the
there are
channels until it hits
Okay,
something.
yeah, there are some of the little things like that because I thought you were saying
Maybe they're listening in.
And she's saying this is an emergency channel. Why would they be?
because there
on-
are those. Like if you ever had a CB, like there are ones where you're not allowed to use it, and you know.
No, I understand that, but why
No,
would the
but
terrorists
you
be
make it
on
you
that
make
channel?
oh because they're monitoring the police.
monitoring it, yeah.
No, but they're on one walkie-talkie.
Well, they may have had double
Yeah, a couple.
walkie-talkies.
Or they have one that can scan all the bands until
Yeah,
it hits a
have you
signal.
ever used one of those? You just punch it in, you can listen to that band.
Yeah, but they're talking to each other. They're not going to
Yeah.
switch over to another band.
But maybe they had
because then they
idea.
couldn't hear their partners.
I see what
talking
you're
to
saying.
them.
I mean,
Yeah.
like all of the
it's very convenient how they hear what they need to hear.
You know what? You're right.
But they
You turned me around on
no,
this.
he's
This
not
is
right.
And
If-
also,
if
just-
I was a fucking terrorist, I would have the one to talk between the people with our own, encrypted code because later in the movie, remember, he needed the encrypted code to talk to him. But I'd also have one open so I can hear what the fuck's going on 911.
That's great, but they did not. They had one walkie-talkie, and all the stuff was going on their one walkie-talkie.
Okay, I have to watch this shit
I think the
again
point that like
I need my Apple TV to tell me this.
I think it bothered me too, though, that like he was talking to Al, so they were hearing that too.
Yeah.
But they were just ignoring it.
No, it was just the writers of the show were being very convenient with what they were hearing and what they were not hearing.
I think the time when he was talking to Al, when he was pulling the glass out of his foot, and Al was talking about shooting the kid, I think that's when Hans was talking to Theo about miracles and all. So I don't think he actually had the radio right in front of him.
Well, you also have like a very long time where John is just sitting there in the dark and talking to him. Like a lot happens in the movie while he's in that one spot.
Yeah, the feds show up.
Correct. But before that even, they try to send the cops in. So, I mean, he's in that one spot for a really long time talking to... So, they're sending the feds, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, before the feds get there, they blow up the Hummer or whatever that's...
Right.
They do, yeah.
And they shoot it twice just to make sure.
Well, and he's yelling at Hans the whole time. So you're, I mean, they're all on the same channel.
They're all on the same channel.
He's yelling at Hans the whole time, like,
But
dude, let him back up.
There are certain times in the movie when they pretend like
Okay, one of
the
y'all's
terrorists
greatest
can't hear.
podcast ever was Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah,
remember
sure.
the Snowman and Smokey?
Hey,
they had a
you know
way
what?
of channeling down.
I have
Maybe
it
they
right
did that.
here.
I'm gonna say-
I'm looking at the note. It says, even Smokey and the Bandits were smart enough to switch channels periodically.
Now, I'm going to say go to 16. We ain't going to go to 16.
No.
We can go to number 9. Hey, you know what? And then I'm going to say we're going to go to 12. We ain't going to 12.
We're going to
No.
6.
We're going to 6. That's right.
But every now and then, Buford T. Justice will say, Mr. Bandit. You know,
Yeah,
something so
yeah,
he would
and
be
there
on the-
he
yeah.
is. You're right.
So.
You're absolutely right. We fucking solved CB radios.
Come out to the coast. We get together. Have a few laughs.
That's fine. So we get the Twinkie order in between these. He also finds he kills the guy and gets the greatest backpack of all time. It has everything in it. There's so much good shit in there. Yeah. You know, and he's like fucking putting them in his pocket or whatever. Like, he's a pretty lucky guy at this point.
He definitely killed the right one first.
He 100% did. Man, goddamn it, this guy bought a lot of Twinkies.
But you know why, right?
He's embarrassed about it.
No, his wife's pregnant.
That's what he says anyway. He says
That's what it's about. He loves his wife.
He says that. But, you know, the thing is, those fucking things stay good for a really long time. He's like...
Except the one Bruce Willis had. Remember, it was old.
Yeah, it was old. But
Do you like Twinkies?
No. Do you know what I like? Ding-dongs.
Well, I know that. You were in the Bowling for Soup band, and y'all
Ding-dong,
like...
yo.
I see what you did. Yo, ding-dong. Ding-dong, yo. You ain't fat. You ain't nothing. Now, what is the greatest Hostess snacky cake? What is your favorite snacky cake? And don't say you don't have one, because Little Debbie counts.
I literally don't have one.
God damn it.
I think they're all...
I'm having a super big deja vu right now.
Ho-hos. Definitely ho-hos.
You don't like oatmeal cream pies?
No.
Fudge rounds?
I think they're
Swiss
all...
rolls?
No, I'd rather have meat and potatoes. Like, I don't... All that stuff is just crap.
That is a completely different fucking organism.
It doesn't do anything for me.
What do you like that's sweet?
I like chocolate.
Okay.
I like sweet ass.
A lot of these have
Like
chocolate in them.
whipped chocolate. I like a chocolate
Rich likes,
bar.
Rich likes balls.
I like peanut butter and
Suck on
chocolate.
my chocolate salty balls. Put them in your mouth. Put them in your mouth and suck them and suck them. Suck them.
Nutrageous. I
mean, look at this shirt. It says balls.
Sure as fuck does. All right, so he buys these Twinkies.
For his wife.
If you want to listen to the greatest joke ever and me punching up the script, then go ahead and go listen to the outtakes, because I fucking totally made this scene work way better. Okay, and also... I want everybody to remind me of this, and obviously you guys aren't doing your jobs, because I've asked the world to remind me to never try to fucking update my Pro Tools ever, and you guys fucking fell down on the job, and thus it was like one of the most stressful days of my life trying to get the shit together for Rich's goddamn birthday. And,
birthday.
That's right. It's Rich's birthday show.
That's right. Aren't we supposed to kick you in the ass or something?
Yeah, not you.
Oh, not me.
But I need you to come over here and... My fucking Mac is slowing down. I need you to speed it up.
Oh, we need a new one? Okay.
Yeah.
Put Windows on it.
Anyway, if I ever lose some weight and fucking decide I'm going to crawl through like an air shaft, I want you guys to be like, dude, don't do that.
Don't do it.
That looks terrible to me.
No.
It never works out good.
Yeah, it's not stealthy either. That
16
makes a
candles.
racket.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes a racket.
But we do a lot of movies. We did Breakfast Club, Bad Santa, Die Hard. Everybody's in the goddamn air conditioner shaft.
8 Lincoln 30 to dispatch.
8:30, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a wild goose chase over here at Nakatomi Plaza. Everything here's okay. Over. But nobody has any guts to know. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, God, everything is a crap!
Welcome to the party, pal.
It's a great line. Great line. So, I want to back up. I want to back up just a bit. They're like, go do a drive-by. He circles the driveway.
Yep. Wasn't even going to go in.
Wasn't even going to go in. They're like, hey, maybe go back, do a walkthrough, whatever. He literally almost gets fucking murdered.
Right. If he had gone one step further,
one step further, and he
would
just
have walked around that corner. They would have rolled a flashbang in front of his eye.
He just goes, oh, to hell with this. It's just like he had done more than walked 50 steps in. Mm-hmm. What a fucking great actor. If the guy was in real life, the door guy fucking murdered it. He killed it. Yeah. Like, hey, everything all right? I'm just interested in this ball game. I got $50 on this
Notre
thing.
Dame USC.
It's fucking genius.
And then when he walks away, his look.
Yeah.
When he turns and he has that fucking evil eye. Oh, man.
He fucking nailed that part.
Yeah.
So
Thomas Hayden Church could not have nailed that part.
Huey Lewis would have fucking killed it, by the way.
That's true.
It's just too loud.
As he's walking, it's just too loud. Nice, Will.
Episode 1.
You have me at a loss. You know my name, but who are you? Just another American who saw too many movies as a child. Another orphan of a bankrupt culture who thinks he's John Wayne, Rambo, Marshall Dillon.
I was always kind of partial to Roy Rogers, actually. I really like those sequin shirts.
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
As we're watching this, Casey, my wife, is 26, and she goes, who's Roy Rogers? And that's a valid question.
Yeah, for sure.
Because even me, I'm 44.
Well, that was old school when we were kids.
And like to me, I'm like, I don't know. He's the guy that's got like an arena in Oklahoma City. I don't know. There's Roy Rogers.
You don't know? You didn't watch the Roy Rogers shows? Really?
No. But I mean, I know who it is. And apparently he has a hamburger chain in fucking New Jersey.
Okay.
But anyway, I just go, he was just like a cowboy, guy. And she goes, oh, okay. Oh, and you know what? He's the one that has the boy drink for the Shirley Temple.
That's true.
And that's fucking true.
That is true.
Coke with a cherry?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the, who's the Tonto one?
That's Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger, yeah.
So we talk about this a lot.
No, it's Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, right? Dale Evans? The girl? It was the girl partner of Roy Rogers was Dale Evans, right?
Yeah.
No, everyone's looking at me like
the drink
I'm
was
fucking
Shirley
crazy.
Temple, right?
Yeah. No. There was a girl
7-Up and a cherry.
Yeah.
Cowboy.
Everyone who sees me thinks I look like my younger daughter, Dale. That's from Kentucky Fried Movie.
All right, so believe it or not.
That's a crazy movie.
Yeah, that's great.
This was not in the top 100 movie quotes of all time on AFI.
That's where I'm heading with this. So,
however,
okay,
it was number 22 on the Hollywood Reporter greatest movie quotes of all time.
Right. I mean, it's hard to think of many lines, like right off the top of your head. I mean, when you say yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, it's
immediately.
That's Cowabunga, dude. Like, that's what it is.
That's Bruce Willis in an undershirt.
Yeah.
Right.
I love how he goes, motherfucker.
As he's pushing the door back.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Who in the hell you been talking to? We don't know that either, sir. He won't give us his name, but he appears to be the one who phoned in the report. He's killed one terrorist for sure, and he claims he's capped off 2 others.
He claims? Powell, has it occurred to you he could be one of the terrorists pulling your chain? Or some nutcase in there?
I don't think so, sir. In fact, I think he's a cop. Maybe not LAPD, but he's definitely a badge.
How do you know that?
A hunch. Things he said. Like being able to spot a phony ID.
Jesus Christ, Powell! Could be a fucking bartender for all we know.
TV's here.
Isn't it funny how this guy and the reporter guy would probably be answering the same casting calls for acting roles? They're the same fucking guy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right?
Well, that reporter
And
guy
Shooter-
played the same character in Ghostbusters and in Real Genius. That's about the only guy he can play.
Yeah, it's
Shooter
that's
McGavin,
pretty
like
much.
all these three guys are all the same guy.
Well, Shooter McGavin was in Grease 2. So he can stretch as an actor.
I have not seen all of Grease 2, thank God, and I couldn't get past
But
the first
I will
film.
say the reporter guy, there's no possible way that he can't be an asshole. Like
That's true.
And he's right. That's where I was going to go. Real genius. But obviously, we're talking Breakfast Club right here. You know, I mean, this is the same thing. You know, the next screw that's going to fall out is going to be you. Only he can cuss. So he's like, could be a fucking bartender. It's the same. But
wasn't he in Trading Places too? He was.
He is in.
agent.
Yeah, he's the guy, like the middleman guy. Yeah,
He got in the suit.
Clarence Beeks.
that's yeah.
In the gorilla suit.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, you make a living playing that guy. You know, we talk about that all the time, and you know, both these guys have done it. I'm sure that the fucking reporter tried out for this role.
Yeah,
I know.
You
They
know?
probably read for both roles.
Yeah, I'm sure, and it was great casting. Good job.
Yeah, good job for them.
What's wrong? What's going on?
I said I'll talk to you later, Roy. If you are what I think you are, then you'll know when to listen, when to shut up, and when to pray.
Jesus Christ, you're coming in, that's it, isn't it? Christ, pal, I told you what kind of people you're dealing with here.
All right, let's load them up. Blue, go.
So, they'll be coming. Everyone get ready.
So a lot of things happen here. There's some poker face shit that happens. We see that
There's a stunt guy who's Asian that's not Russian or Pakistani with long hair that eats a candy bar.
yeah, that guy's not a stunt guy.
That guy is totally a stunt guy.
No, but that guy's in like a bunch of movies.
Yeah, but he's always doing roles where he doesn't really have to talk that much.
Yeah,
and
he
he's
just
doing
goes,
stuff.
"Aye," and
He's
fucking does flips and shit.
He's in every Magnum PI episode.
Yeah, you're right.
Big Trouble in Little China.
But a big poker thing happens here because
Also on the schedule for next year.
the wife comes in to say, "Hey, we had a pregnant girl. She needs a couch, and I need to go pee." And he sees her look at the photo. He kind of looks back, you know. So he's at that point he's a little suspicious that something's going on, right? Then fucking Argyle has turned on the CB.
His twin.
Yep, he's turned on the CB. That's good. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just.
Am I fucking? I didn't fuck
I'm
up the
all over
quotes.
what you're saying.
Okay,
Like,
I
every
get it.
every syllable.
And you know what I wrote? Argyle! And it just like fucking... Then we see...
By the way, half your notes are one name with exclamation.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, when I do...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're not supposed to look at my notes.
But I can't help but like see them sometimes. I don't read them, but when I see Argyle,
Yeah.
exclamation mark,
Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck is he going to say? So then we have the worst SWAT team of all time going in. And you actually just hear like, okay, boys, let's go. And you hear they're walking up and you hear, come on, guys, let's go. And they're like walking up, like
It's like
standing.
they're fucking all rookies.
A guy fucking runs into a rose bush and it stops him. It's like, the fuck are you? Just, you realize you're going into machine gun fire.
I like the guy that tries to pick the front door with a paper clip.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's not going to
It's
work.
like, you guys
It's
realize.
glass. Just bust
Yeah,
the
shoot
fucking
it.
glass.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
shoot it from 50 yards away so that you can just run right in.
Yeah,
And they shoot the lights out, and Dwayne even says, pull him back, and he's a complete idiot.
Exactly. Yeah, well, he says pull him back because Powell is saying pull him back already. They're going to shoot out the lights. They shoot out the lights. Yeah. But can I'm going to ask you guys something, and this is from the heart, and I want you guys to know that I'm super serious.
All right.
Is there anything more frustrating in the world? And this includes toddlers.
The world's biggest assholes?
Than parking garages.
No.
Is anything more frustrating than that? Have you fucking parked at DFW and tried to get the fuck out of there, it can sometimes be a 45-minute ordeal. Like, it just keeps saying exit, and you feel like you're driving in a circle.
Here's why I don't go to Dallas to do anything. So you got to park in a fucking parking garage, and I don't know how to pay. I don't know where to park. And then when I get in there, my car doesn't fucking fit. I get all boxed in somewhere. It's the worst.
Parking
garages.
garages.
I don't go to Dallas because of that.
They're literally my nemesis.
The West Village parking garage, when you try and turn the corner, it's not big enough for 2 cars. Especially like these big trucks that'll be in Dallas. It's terrible.
I mean, a normal Texas
I don't go to
road
Dallas.
vehicle.
It gives me anxiety.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, I'll be like, I'll have my bag walking to my car. I know where my car is. It's at that exit. And I'll tell Casey, I should be out of the airport in about an hour and a half. Just trying to get out of one of those fucking parking garages. I can't do it. They're my nemesis. I fucking hate them.
The media parking at the American Airlines Center is on the 6th floor of that garage. Sometimes I'd rather just pay and go park in the blue lot or something.
Sure. You get to park in the Lexus lot.
Yeah.
Which is fine
we have
getting
to go straight
in.
to the top.
Sure. But getting out is the worst. Especially if you stay for the whole game.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, though, I think ISIS is more annoying.
Fucking ISIS. Hey, if they harm one little hair on one head of the Victoria's Secret girls in France while they're there for the runway show. Oh, they're already done?
Yeah.
They're all good?
Yeah, they're safe.
Okay, I'll shut up.
America's safe.
So here we get Geronimo motherfucker. And so Geronimo motherfucker happens here. And then we find out that we're dealing with Hans Gruber. Whenever he passed away, you kept saying, Hans Gruber passed away. And I kept going, who in the fuck? Who in the fuck is Hans Gruber? But what's funny is that's sort of what he's known as, right? Like, that actor goes by Hans.
No, he is known from this movie.
He's Severus.
No, he's not.
Is that
fucking Harry Potter?
That's
he
the
is
Harry Potter
fucking
guy.
Hans Gruber. God damn it. So the tank took like 3 months to get down this street. 2 guys lugged an RPG in boxes from a different room on that same floor, pulled it out of the box, set it up, bolted it to the floor, aimed it, and fired it before they were able to drive 2 fucking blocks.
That's correct.
That was the craziest thing ever.
Yeah.
They're highly trained.
No, well, I mean, I watched them lug it. They were dropping boxes. They were not highly trained.
It was like
Keystone Cops trying to get that fucking thing.
I was just about to say it was Keystone SWAT. I swear to God, that was coming out of my mouth.
It was long enough for Theo to do play-by-play, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, and they done got an RV or whatever. It's just like...
it's like, no, they're right there. They just need to drive up to the thing. How long does this fucking take?
That kid is back on the escalator again. Leave it alone. What?
Now you listen to me, mister. I don't know who the hell you think you are or what you're doing, but you just destroyed a building. Now we do not want your help. Is that clear? We don't want your help. I've got 100 people down here and they're covered with glass.
Glass? Who gives a shit about glass? Who the fuck is this?
This is Deputy Chief of Police Dwayne T. Robinson, and I am in charge of this situation.
Oh, you're in charge. Well, I got some bad news for you, Dwayne. From up here, it doesn't look like you're in charge of jack shit.
You listen to me, you little asshole.
Asshole? I'm not the one who just got butt fucked on national TV, Dwayne.
So, butt fucked is one of those you can't get away with.
Yeah, I don't know if I watched this with my parents.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, the language in this is like almost as bad as our podcast.
Yeah, I wonder if it said like Smurf dunked.
Oh, on the TV version. Yeah, the Sunday night movie.
I got Smurf dunked on national TV.
You little pinrod.
I'm sure.
You listen here, you little pinhead.
I'm sure
I'm
that
not
I
the
watched
one
this.
that just got sideswiped.
I know the TNT version says Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Mr. Falcon. And why wouldn't it?
That's relevant.
My goodness.
It's relevant.
I watch 60 Minutes. I say to myself, these guys are professional. They're motivated. They're happening, i.e., they want something, huh? Now, personally, I couldn't care less about your politics. Maybe you're pissed off at the camel jockeys. Maybe it's the Hebes, Northern Ireland. It's none of my business. I figure you're here to negotiate. Am I right?
You're amazing. You figured this all out already.
Hey, business is business. You use a gun, I use a fountain pen. What's the difference? Let's put it in my terms. You're here in a hostile takeover. You grab us for some green mail, but you didn't expect some poison pill was going to be running around in the building. Am I right? Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight.
I must have missed 60 minutes. What are you saying?
The guy upstairs is fucking things up, huh? I can give him to you.
Man, I hate this guy. So
I couldn't wait for him to get shot.
They lead us to believe that he's going to give up the wife, right? Like,
Right.
and say, but instead, he's a bigger douchebag than we all could have ever imagined.
Right.
It's like,
We're
John,
friends.
hey, buddy, and the guy's trying to save him. Like, dude, you do not know me. Don't you understand?
Shut the fuck up.
You dumbass.
You don't know who you're dealing with.
Oh, my God.
He thinks if he gets John out of the way, he can make out with Holly.
To be fair, I mean, he just needs to wait for him to leave after Christmas. Right?
Yeah.
I mean...
Seriously.
Roadhouse.
How you doing?
Oh, please, God, no, you're one of them, aren't you? You're one of them. No, don't kill me, please. No, please. Don't kill me, please.
Whoa, relax. Relax. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. The fuck are you doing up here? What were you looking for?
I managed to get out of there and... well, I was just trying to get up on the roof and see if I could signal for help, you know. It's just from here. Why don't you come in and help?
Forget the roof.
Come on.
I said forget the roof. They got people all over.
Herein lies one of those points where you wish you could talk to the guy in the movie. Because you're just like, don't you recognize his voice? He's a terrible actor acting like an actor guy with the thing.
This was the only point in the movie that I could not forgive. I thought this scene was horrible, him doing the act. First of all, he's British. He's doing a German accent.
A very British German accent.
Right, and then now he's
Which is why he sounded French.
Now he's a Brit trying to do a German trying to do an American accent.
Right.
It's pretty vital, though, because that's how he knows that John McClane's barefoot. So they kind of need that scene.
Exactly.
No, the scene was important. The accent during the scene was killing me.
The thing was, too, though, is like, if you're in that situation and you're...
Yes,
if you're John, you're like... fucking go. Like, he doesn't want anybody weighing him down. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like,
he's going to try to save him.
I think he picked up on it right away. I think he recognized the accent right away.
Yeah,
that's immediately why he was like,
then
what's your
why
name?
did he give him, but he gave him so much information. Don't you feel like?
No, he did kind of give him some information.
Well, I mean, obviously he should have. But you're right. I mean, obviously he did pick up on it right away. He handed him an unloaded gun.
Right. He did say, I got invited to the party by accident. So
yeah,
he didn't say, hey, my wife's down there. I need
well,
to
that's
save
true.
her.
Very true. But I mean, it shows that they're both smart because he goes, "What's your name?" And he goes, "What is it, Cap?"
Bill Clay.
Bill Clay, and it says W. Clay.
Yeah, W.M. Clay.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, they're both.
But how did he? I guess he just researched.
Anyway, I wrote this. How does he not recognize the voice? Gives him a gun. Jesus! That's what I wrote. And then I get it.
Before you knew that it was an empty gun?
Yeah, then I get on my rant of like nobody shoots anybody. Like the two guys actually get shot. Then everybody else is just like a fucking free for all of just like spraying bullets. But every time anybody gets a chance to shoot somebody, they don't fucking do it. All right, so here and then I wrote that, and then a fucking gun battle breaks out, and you see a guy get both his fucking knees blown off, and I look at Casey and I just go, honestly, I'd rather be shot 15 times in the head than in both kneecaps. Like, I don't want any part of that at all, you know? But we see, you know, they do the shoot the glass. He's like, what? Just shoot the glass. They shoot all the glass.
I like he says it in German, and he doesn't come through. He's got to say it in English. And they're German, right?
Exactly.
You got something. Tell me you got something.
Just McLean's name, badge number, employment record, vital statistics, and his family's home address. Right here in L.A.
So I hate this guy. And
he's the worst.
No, but I hate him because of Real Genius.
Right.
So Real Genius is
Dr. Hathaway. You've never liked this guy. I don't think he's ever been in a movie.
But this
that
is
you liked
arguably Real Genius is arguably my favorite movie of all time.
Why haven't we done that movie?
Don't know, but we 100% should.
Hey, I'm in on that one. I love Real Genius.
I love it too.
There's not one line in the entire movie that isn't funny.
You know who's in it? Your girl, Deborah Foreman.
Yes,
She's
I do
in it
know
for
that.
like 30 seconds.
She goes up well, he goes, have you ever seen a body like that in your life? Well, that's my daughter. Well, I guess you have.
I'll put it on the schedule.
Yeah, this fucking reporter. I mean, going in, it's just like, you know,
The one news guy that does the story about his family is the one news channel they happen to have on this tiny little TV they were monitoring.
Serendipity.
I guess back then you only had 3 channels.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if Fox was around yet.
No.
Yeah, but you had to have a special antenna, so you knew.
Yeah, but still, that was a huge leap to go from Mommy, Daddy,
come
please
home.
come home to Holly Gennaro. That must mean that that guy that's shooting everything up is your husband. Let me see you on this photo I'm going to lift up.
He had been.
It was a little much because he was just about to leave. I don't know.
He had been looking at those photos.
It was a leap. It was a leap.
Maybe so.
When she had pushed the picture down because she was mad that he hadn't called Paulina when she called the first time.
That's correct.
So,
yeah.
Wouldn't this reporter go to jail or be fired for putting these kids on TV without?
No, he'd just have a show like Jerry Springer or something.
Fucking Jerry Springer.
God damn it, Jerry Springer.
Those guys in the suits, I don't know who they are.
That's the FBI. They're ordering the others to cut the building's power. Regular as clockwork.
Or a time lock.
Precisely. The circuits that cannot be cut are cut automatically in response to a terrorist incident. You asked for miracles, Theo. I give you the FBI.
So city engineers are coming in, and the guy that's in the manhole has one of the greatest lines in the history of cinema. And I actually think Jay may know what it is. So tell me the movie first. Do you know?
I know Rick Dukeman's the guy.
I'll give you the
movie.
movie.
Give me a hint.
I'm going to give you the movie.
Okay.
The movie is The Burbs.
With Tom Hanks.
Yep. And the line is...
I'm not going to remember. I haven't seen it forever.
I want to kill everyone. Satan is good. Satan is your pal.
Yes.
Oh, he is so good in The Burbs.
I'll add that to it. I haven't seen that
Oh
one.
my God, dude. We've talked about The Burbs a bunch because Corey Feldman is in it, and he actually is really good in it.
I've never seen it either.
This guy is also in Last Boy Scout with Bruce Willis.
That's
He's
right.
the guy who drives in his pool, and calls the cops. Whatever.
That's right.
So
I like the supervisor's like, we can't do it from here, and the guy's like, yeah, we can.
Yeah, we totally can.
I'm at the radio.
Theo should absolutely have known that the FBI was there because Roy was talking to John on the radio that is on the same channel that everyone else is.
No, but he knew that they were there.
John is Roy.
They were just waiting on them to get there. The FBI...
Roy Rogers.
Oh, that's right. Who's the cop?
Al.
John.
Al. No,
But
it's Al.
but the FBI were instrumental in this entire plan. They had to show up because they're the ones that can shut all this down.
But he literally in the scene just before this, they're talking. Al and Roy / John are talking on the radio saying the FBI has taken over the scene.
Right.
Cops are no longer involved. Literally the next scene, he's like, I don't know who these guys are, and then the guy goes, it's the FBI.
I like the magic of movie making because it's like for the plot they want to reveal this to us, so it's like, oh, cool. But in real life, Hans would be telling this guy, yeah, we're going to get the FBI to come. They're going to cut the line, so don't worry about the last line.
Yeah, there's that. Oh my God, that is such a fucking good observation. That's amazing.
Tell her that she's the best thing that ever happened to a bum like me. She's heard me say I love you 1,000 times. She never heard me say I'm sorry. And I want you to tell her that, Alan. I want you to tell her that John said that he was sorry. Okay? You got that, man?
Yeah, I got it, John. But you can tell her that yourself. You just watch your ass and you'll make it out of there. You hear me?
Well, I guess that's up to the man upstairs.
John.
What the fuck were you doing upstairs, Hans?
So, I mean, this is a pretty powerful scene.
Yeah.
I mean, he's he's saying, I fucked up. I was trying to be like the macho New York cop. I mean, yeah, I've got all this stuff going on. He's probably been a cop for, 20 years at this point?
Why couldn't he be
11
macho
11 years, yeah. So he's old to have been a cop.
Well, this would be like
years.
Wayne's World Oscar clip.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this part was like.
There's no way in hell that he wouldn't have just been an LA cop if his woman was going to make that kind of dough.
I think when you change states, you have to go through the police academy again.
No.
Yeah. Really? I think so. Depends on the state.
Well, that's the dumbest thing ever.
Well, we get a little bit of insight into how bad it would suck to get hit in the face by Bruce Willis with his left hand.
Are you talking about the big fight with the ballerina guy?
Yeah, is that not here yet?
Yeah, no, that's right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're fucking me up because you keep looking at me like I'm an idiot, and I was a minute ago. So he's like, hey, it's a double cross because he's seen all the explosives upstairs, and then
a lot of C4.
The big fucking fight is about to happen. And we get to see that Bruce Willis has maybe one of the best left-handed punches I've ever seen in my life.
I want to see Carl fight Patrick Swayze. It would be the prettiest, most elegant fight in history.
Carl's a ballerina anyways, in real life.
That's what I'm saying. And then you got Patrick Swayze. Fucking, they'll just be pirouetting.
I love when
other.
Carl was fighting. He was doing this sort of karate, but he was using like a stereotypical karate chop move with his hand like flat out. He tried to hit him with a karate chop.
Yes, exactly.
It was like choreographed karate almost.
Let's talk about getting kicked in the face.
All right, let's talk about it.
And especially from a bent over position with the guy standing straight up. I can't think of more things that would suck. I mean, like it's literally like you're a fucking kickball, and you're being punted over and over again.
In the UFC, if your opponent is down, meaning if they have hands on the mat. If it's basically 3 points. So if your both feet are on the mat and your hands on a mat, one hand, that's 3 points. You're down. If your knees are on the mat, you're down. If any of that happens, you are not allowed to kick to the face. If they're standing up, you can kick to the face.
Right.
What they call this is a soccer kick.
Right.
In the organization called Pride, which was a Japanese.
Oh, I went to one of those parades. The guys are dressed up in these elaborate outfits. Swinging flags.
Yeah. Yep. It's a little different in San Francisco than it is in Japan.
Okay, got it.
In Japan, it's basically the UFC, but there was a lot less rules. And one of the rules is you can totally kick to the face if they're down. So literally, if you've got someone down, like you've knocked them down or you pushed them down,
and they're stand up
and they're just laying on the ground, you can just run and soccer kick them in the face.
Jesus Christ. So this scene was reminiscent to me, just watching him as he goes, should have heard your brother squeal when I broke his fucking neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're reminiscent of a scene from Pulp Fiction.
That's pride fucking with you. Fuck pride.
How does he pay that back?
That sting, big boy, huh? That's pride fucking with you, see? You gotta fight through that shit. Huh?
That's a left hand. Mm-hmm. That's him punching him in the fucking face.
Also, Pride is the UFC version in Japan where they can soccer kick in the face.
Jesus Christ. All I know is he did some fucked up shit and he hung the shit out of this guy. And this guy is fucking hanging there in chains for at least 45 minutes and then comes back to life. It's magic.
That is pretty magic. I thought that was a little...
Al had to have a reason to pull his gun out.
Casey said exactly the same thing. She goes, he's going to have a reason to pull his gun out at the end. And she, as the guy's hanging there, she just goes, okay, there's your reason for him to pull his gun out.
What do you figure? The breakage! Figure we take out the terrorists, lose 20-25% of the hostages. Tops. I can live with that. Keep this thing on the deck. They're expecting transports, not gunships. Just like fucking Saigon! Hey, Slick! I was in junior high, dickhead.
Jaret's opening a bill.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin the vibe there. Like,
totally ruined the vibe.
I'm sorry.
I was in junior high, dickhead.
That's reminiscent of in Superbad, where he's just like, not everybody pees their pants. It was in 4th grade, you asshole. Not everybody forgets. I love so the helicopter blows up, whatever. They blow the fucking roof, whatever, right?
Right.
And
we're going to need some more FBI guys, I guess.
Yeah. He goes, holy Christ. We're going to need some more FBI guys, I guess. So good. And then Argyle. And he's back. He's just fucking driving around, man.
You got me. Still the cowboy.
McLean, Americans, all alike. Well, this time John Wayne does not walk off into the sunset with Grace Kelly.
It's Gary Cooper, asshole.
Enough jokes.
You made a pretty good cowboy yourself, Hans.
Oh, yes. What was it you said to me before? Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
And he pulls the gun off his back and shoots him. There's no way that you could have pulled the gun off your back, taped where it was, without pulling a muscle. Secondly,
how the fuck did he do that? And he's hurt.
That's secondly.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure he could have done that without help.
Yeah.
How do you take?
Didn't he just get shot in the arm?
Exactly.
And like this guy's
He's
fucking
walking on
crazy.
glass.
Yeah.
And 3, he was looking straight at Hans when the guy from Wings was directly to his right, or Huey Lewis. The guy from Huey Lewis
from Wings
was looking directly to. He would have seen the gun taped to his back.
Right.
Why are they sitting there?
awe.
Why are they talking to him? Just shoot him.
Just shoot
Exactly.
him. Just
when
shoot him.
Right when he walks in,
Boom, dead.
Hans is there.
Boom, dead.
He pulls the wife slowly. Boom, dead.
Right.
That's just it. Nobody ever just fucking shoots anybody.
Right. Why didn't they put him on a table with like a laser beam from sharks?
Yeah, that's what they should
That's
have
what
done.
they should have.
Laser. So, and then as they're falling out of the building, Hans is going down, and he's hooked onto the wife by what?
Ellis's Rolex.
The fucking Rolex.
The douche watch. Douche watch.
More foreshadowing.
Why is that foreshadowing?
In the very beginning, he's like, show him the watch.
Yeah, and he's like, I'll see it later.
Show him the watch.
It's a Rolex.
I'm sure I'll see it later. It's a Rolex. It's fine.
Yeah, but they're not foreshadowing in this scene. They were foreshadowing in a previous scene.
I said more foreshadowing, meaning like in the movie.
It happened.
Yeah.
I am on board with that.
God damn it.
You threw me for a second.
It's aff-shadowing?
I was like, did they foreshadow something from 5 minutes from now?
Stop
That's all
it.
there's left.
Hey, do we have an nth degree this week?
Yes, we do, sir.
Time to check the ties between the film and Jared. We're gonna name check until we find it. Only 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, more like nth degrees of Jared Nation. So pull a bunch of names right from Uranus. They'll all connect to Jared, cause he's famous.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the nth degree of me, please welcome Kiddy Corner Wil.
Thank you. All right, so in today's movie, Die Hard featured Alan Rickman, who was also Severus Snape. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going that direction.
Alan Rickman.
He was in a very good movie called Love Actually.
Oh, good one.
Who also featured an actor named Olivia Olson, who was the voice of Vanessa.
That's right.
What's the last name?
I do not know Vanessa's last name.
No, it's the bad guy's name.
Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz.
Yes.
So it's his daughter, and she was in the episode, Dude, We're Getting the Band Back Together.
That's right. Big one for me. But also, she is the daughter of Martin Olson, who's became one of the bigger writers on Phineas and Ferb. And Google him. He has like an incredible book. He is like one of the most creative dudes ever.
How many steps to get to him?
Oh, that was 2.
2, yeah. So mine's 3, because I'm always one more than you.
Okay.
So my music was in a movie with Julie Strain called Lethal Betrayal.
Yeah.
Julie Strain was in a movie called Ladies Return to Savage Beach in 1988. It's called Lethal Ladies Return to Savage Beach. Who was in a movie with Julie K. Smith. And Julie K. Smith was in a movie with Bruce Willis, The Last Boy Scout.
Oh, good for you!
How's my wife, Holly? Holly Gennaro.
Holly McLean.
Hello, Holly. You got yourself a good man. You take good care of him.
McLean? McLean, I want a debriefing. You got some things to answer for, mister.
Ellis was murdered for one thing. Property damage. Interfering with police business.
All right, I'm going to sidestep all of this and just say that even back then, Argyle comes out of that fucking garage in the limo racing towards him, whatever. That motherfucker is dead.
He's getting lit up.
That's it.
That's true.
Life is over for you. You're not making a pickup.
That's true.
Why do they have to have the inevitable kiss at the end of these where they've obviously been like, I mean, his face is all fucked up. He obviously stinks. He hasn't been to the restroom. You know what I mean? Like,
it would have been way more realistic if he just saves her from falling down by unlatching the watch from the terrorist that was trying to kill her.
Right.
And all of her coworkers.
Oh, P.S. I'm going to go find that fucking watch.
Exactly. I would too. He just saves her. He brings her down. He tries to kiss her. The more realistic ending would be she pushes him away and says, no, I'm still mad at you.
Oh.
That would have been a more realistic.
Or, hold on. Or, how about, maybe you really do need to wash up. Because he went to go wash up. That's what led to the whole thing.
That's very true.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you then?
Yeah. What have you done for me lately?
Hey, motherfucker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very important thing to do here.
Let's check the Facebook page.
All right, Jason Colley writes, Jaret and Rich and everyone else, that includes you guys, loved the Almost Famous podcast, but a particular highlight was the reference to the long-forgotten Firehouse. Baby! I didn't think anyone remembered them, and immediately after the end of the episode, I dug up Love of a Lifetime and performed some moderate air guitar as I walked home. Can I make one request, though? If you're going to be so gosh darn funny, can you put a warning before each episode? Because I was at the gym and you made me laugh right in the middle of holding my own body weight on a machine. It ended up in almost a total loss of control and life-deforming injuries. Loving your work. Well, Jason Colley, love the fact that you love the Love of a Lifetime.
Yeah.
And
you want to sing it real fast?
well, I could do that. Love of a Lifetime would be a good one. And I do think that Finally Found the Love of a Lifetime is great. And you were singing Baby Don't Treat Me Bad.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, I think I'll do a little Steelheart for you.
Because that's the same.
I'll never let you go. You're always on my mind. You're the only one I need. You're the only one. And I'll never let you go.
I can't hit that note.
I did that at Linus's wedding. It was a big hit, by the way.
With music or just...
no, that was part of my toast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Ronnie Clement writes, regarding the Prestige episode, power does not come to your home as DC. They use high voltage AC to the transformers, and then it's stepped down to appropriate values before it comes into your house. But it is still AC current. And yes, I do know that the transmission lines are DC, but they are not as prevalent. This part of being a dick by correcting the podcast brought to you by the letter D and the number 2, because I was the douche that wrote you 2 seconds before Rich's brother, Chris, who is the official show corrector, had a chance to email you. All right.
Nice.
You want to translate any of that? So we were talking about current.
We were talking about the contributions of Edison versus Tesla, and I was saying that the AC comes through the power lines, and then it goes to a box, and then DC goes to your house. He was just saying that AC actually goes into your house, and it's DC in your house.
You never fly a kite in your power lines.
Or it's stepped down to DC at some
Right.
point.
All right. So Lindsay Murray, Dave Murray's wife, says, you should let Casey do Still Magnolias as a girls-only group. No Rich or Jaret, just a few girls who love and support the podcast. I would totally do 5 questions with her on Skype for it. You do know my money goes in the same bank account Dave uses, too.
That's a valid point.
By the way, Lindsay is amazing. She was here for the 10 o'clock at night Lighting the Fire cookout. She was also on the song that we recorded a year and a half ago that I still have yet to finish.
Right.
And
When
she's
are you gonna
awesome.
do that?
And she's great at Pinterest. She taught me how to Pinterest. Yeah. Have you done this? I think it's the same as Reddit.
My ex-wife.
Okay.
What's Rich's deal?
All right, that's fine. Okay, my ex-wife.
Which one?
The second one. Our entire marriage was begging me to get on Pinterest because she just loved it, and she couldn't stand that no one was on it that she was friends with. No one would use it but her. and she wanted to friend somebody. The second we got divorced, I got a Pinterest account.
Of course. Yeah, and you should see the garage, goddammit.
And I would just pin shit like shit I was going to do to the house and shit I was going to buy clothes-wise and stuff like that. And I was just like, well, she would love this, but we're divorced now, so fuck her.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so very much for listening to Jaret Goes to the Movies. This has been a great one. Jay, yes.
I want to throw something in real quick before we're done.
Yeah.
All right.
Do y'all care if we just do like a little quick chat about all the sequels to Die Hard? Because there was Die Hard 2.
We can totally do that.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys
a
do
good idea.
synopsis, and I'll break it down for you.
Basically, what I was just going to throw in my 2 cents because when I first saw Die Hard 2, I was really pissed because I thought the first was so great and I didn't like it, but it's grown on me over the years.
Yeah.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. Did not like. My brother likes it,
Yeah.
but we talked about it before. It's like it was a spec thing to be a lethal weapon that got turned down. It does Simon Says, basically. And then there was Live Free or Die Hard, which was PG-13. And suddenly, you know, like the cool part about him being in the first Die Hard was he was an everyman, you know, kind of guy.
Right.
And now in Live Free or Die Hard, he's wearing a leather jacket and he's like all Bobby Badass and everything. So that to me really was very irritating.
Sure.
And then this last one, The Good Day to Die Hard, was one of the worst movies ever. So do y'all think they should make another one to try and make up for all these bad ones, or is it good riddance?
Stop.
I'm not really a fan of the sequel that doesn't that isn't needed. You know, like I get making money, and I get like I get franchises that work. I think like the Jason Bourne stuff. I mean, obviously you guys know I love that. I think the Bourne movies are just unbelievable, and you know, any of the superhero shit or whatever. But I don't know, man. I think 5 sequels to like a movie that you missed so bad on the second one. But I don't know. How do we feel about Rocky? Let's go there.
Wait. Before we go there, can I put my 2 cents
Yes,
on the
please.
sequels?
Please do.
I loved every one of the sequels.
Did you?
Die Hard 2 is probably the worst of the sequels. Die Hard 3's fucking Samuel L. Jackson was in that bitch.
Yeah.
That was a badass movie. And then Live Free or Die Hard was the one with
The Apple guy, Justin Long.
The Apple guy, Justin Long. Kevin Smith was in that. I love that movie. And then what was the last one?
A Good Day to Die Hard.
A Good Day to Die
Came
Hard
out
was
on Valentine's
my
Day.
favorite. I fucking loved the shit out of that movie.
Good.
I thought it was excellent.
I don't really have an opinion because I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah, I've not seen the sequels either.
Yeah.
None of them?
No.
Wow. All right, you should.
I mean, I just, again, so let's go to Rocky. I think the first 4 are brilliant. I never even saw 5 just because it just seemed like a shitty idea.
Which one was 5?
Tommy Morrison was in it.
It was the Tommy
And
gun.
they lost all his money.
Yeah.
Paulie lost his money.
He's
We're doing Rocky this year, too.
Are we?
Yeah.
We should do Rocky 2. I will cry.
Do you not want to do Rocky 1? I don't care.
I feel like Rocky 1 and 2 are like they should be together.
I agree.
Right?
I think they're the same fucking movie.
It's just a big, long movie.
Well, we are so...
Get a room.
We literally have the same opinion on so much shit. Because I totally agree with that.
I meant to bring this up. Fucking Will needs to be rich. Will is hating on shit because he has hated like the last 6 movies in a row.
Oh, I love Die Hard.
No, not this one.
Oh, I like that. I like Prestige.
You just say you had so many problems with Prestige.
Yeah, I did. I didn't like it.
Rich, it's been your birthday show. I hope you've had a great time.
I have.
It's the first show we've ever had balloons in. You don't even have to clean up after yourself. I'll clean up after you today.
Thanks.
Yep, you bet. I do that every week anyway.
Don't smoke that whole pack at once.
God damn it. It's not the easiest thing to work on this. It's a free...
an Apple product?
The app is not Apple, but it was free, so let's not fucking beggars we choosers. All right, so I do have a message for you from your best friend Mark Yent.
Oh.
It says this. To the man with many aliases, Richard, Meister Richard, Godfather Rich, Robo-Republican.
That's a new one.
Caltastic OCD Avenger, Rico Suave, my friend Rich. Happiest of birthdays, my brother.
Awesome.
So, happy birthday, buddy. I hope it's a great weekend. I want to thank Jay for being here tonight. Thank you so very much.
Thanks for having me.
DFW.com, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody go check that out, and you're welcome here anytime.
I'll be back.
Kiddy Corner Wil, thank you so much. Thank you so much for not moving away. I don't know what I would have done if I ever left my garage.
I don't know what he would have done either.
Yeah, it would have sucked. We love having you here, and you're such an instrumental part of the show.
Thanks.
I want to say, oh wait, hold on. We forgot to do this. Hold on.
Casey is going to bed.
A little late.
That's about 2 hours late. Thanks, Tim Toole.
You need a Tim Toole's going to bed. Somehow.
Yeah, one of these days. Did he get the fucking job, or did his kid just have like a fucking video game?
No one's supposed to know.
Oh, shit.
Don't worry.
I was just joking. Who the fuck's going to hear this?
Nobody. It's fine.
Happy birthday, dude. What are you going to do this weekend?
I'm going to edit the podcast all day tomorrow.
Sounds terrible.
Do a bunch of work for my regular job. And then I got to go help my parents move again.
Fuck that.
On Sunday. And I have to get clips ready for
Tuesday.
For Tuesday.
Yeah. So we are going into a Christmas movie.
National Lampoon's Vacation.
That's right.
And then we're doing Serendipity the week after that.
I don't know what that is.
And then Boogie Nights.
God damn it.
Awesome.
I cannot wait for Boogie Nights. I cannot wait.
Serendipity has John Cusack in it. It's great.
Boogie Nights is like a 3-hour movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. We could just do half of it.
So many quotes.
We'll just do we'll do everything up to the part where he shows his dick.
My wife is out there in the driveway with an ass in her cock. It's the fucking greatest line of all time.
All I remember is the long, flaccid penis.
That's it. That's all I remember, too.
It's burned in
I
my
remember
mind.
roller skates with great boobs from Heather Graham.
Yeah.
And then the giant penis.
Heather Graham still looks pretty good, by the way.
Yeah. She looks great. She was on, did you watch Californication?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, fucking greatest show ever.
You watched it?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Good for you.
If you want to pick up a show that's amazing just to have a show to watch every time you want to watch some show, that's a great
I do have
show.
to figure something else out because we're caught up on Orange is the New Black.
Well, you need to do Westworld for sure.
Casey isn't into it.
Oh, really?
Lost.
He says Lost all the time, but it's such an old thing.
It's not.
Westworld
It has nothing
is
to do with
Plus,
fantastic.
I know what happens in Lost. And
No, you don't. You do not know what happens. Casey doesn't even know. I hear her talking about it. She has no idea what happens.
I know. Everybody told me what happened.
No.
What
You
happened?
don't know. I
What
promise
happened?
you don't know.
Tell me what happened.
If you don't know, now you know.
And it has nothing to do with the ending. It's all about the journey.
Yep.
Well, I think that says something about life. Don't you?
I don't really give a shit. You need to watch the show.
What's Rich's deal?
Lost is a commitment.
It is a commitment. It's 6 seasons.
Yeah.
The Californication with that rock star that season, that's the best one ever. With Faith.
Oh, so good.
Is that right?
The show is amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for listening to Jaret Goes to the Movies. This has been an incredible night. I want to thank our guests once again. I want to thank my dogs for being quiet downstairs and not killing anyone. And let's thank Mother Nature for the rain. And guess what? We'll see you down the road.